Yeah, and it's my mom. Hang on a minute, this will be fun. Mom, I'm gaming right now!
Yes. Yes, you are.
Mom, I'm gaming right now! With my friends, Mom!
Hey, don't do that, me! Hey, I'm here too!
Mom! I'm gaming with my friends! What do you want?
Hey,
And I'm streaming, Mom! Mom!
I'm hanging up.
I love you, Mom.
Only 5 minutes left. A fire team that fights together stays together. Double down. Tell them to line up faster. Fantastic work.
Oh my God. I didn't just do that, but I'll take it. I'll take it. I think Marv would have been very proud of me in that moment.
I have the holocron. See here. You didn't make it, Grease.
Here? Should you get up?
Ah! Ah! I don't know what happened there. Wikipedia for me, but I have a Wikipedia. And I hate it. Oh wait, is that an empty? Tell me that's an empty suit. Okay, it's an empty suit. Okay. Oh, but I don't like the music that's playing. I do not care for the music that is playing right now. And there's a lot of ammo around here. There's a lot of ammo around here. I could have swore that was somebody hanging there. I could have swore that was somebody hanging there.
Which
And
should be the upcoming update that's...
What the hell is that?
that is Barry. Barry. So you gotta say hey to Barry.
So is this the haunted house in the Halloween season?
More or less.
And they just keep all their
just keep going along.
Oh,
You're
they're
doing
prop?
fine. You're doing fine.
Oh fuck! What was that? What was that? What the hell is that?
What was that? I don't know. You tell me.
What was that? Okay, yeah. You know what, T? You know I will get you for this.
Yeah,
I will
Oh,
get you
bullshit! You're the one, dude. You're the one that took me to TWA at night. I don't want to fucking.
Oh, well, I missed this.
All right. Anything on your EMF?
Do you want to play ball with me? Okay. Fuck that.
We are off and running, chat. Here we go. All right, Phil, move forward. Now, Phil, I will tell you right now, I will not leave you alone in this game. Open this door, Phil. Open this door to your left.
The one that I'm okay.
Yeah, the one on the left. Okay, walk in there. And read what is on the portrait, Phil.
How was that? Was that you?
No.
Because I didn't read anything and I just heard a noise.
No, just
Magna.
This is awesome.
Yeah, but that switch does not seem to do anything. Exactly. It just shuts off the armor.
It shuts off the armor.
Let me see if there's a switch over here. These switches here.
That was not us.
Again. Alright.
I think I heard Sabrina say mom.
Huh?
What? I thought you were in another room.
No, she didn't say anything.
Did you not?
I heard that.
I thought that was Serena. I heard Mom. Me too.
I heard it too.
It wasn't.
That was not a real person.
I'll tell you what, I know, I'm gonna take a seat over here.
Maker.
Maker. You're probably told not to speak to strangers. And that's fine. That's fine. My name is T. And over there's my...
Was that you squeaking?
Ooh, no, that wasn't. I heard that.
Yeah, that's now I hear you squeaking.
I heard
What was that? It sounded like a voice.
I don't... It did.
Yeah, it wasn't your... Cause
No,
I
it
hear you
wasn't me.
squeaking
It
now,
wasn't.
and it doesn't
Nothing got
sound
caught
like
in my throat. There was. I marked it, but it was a mumble. Did you heard that, right?
100%.
Cat, I swear, are you really doing this to me? Are you seeing this? Ah! Damn it, Cat! Don't. Oh my God! The cat. You little jerk! Man? What did you do to my game, Cat? I swear to God.
Is that still going off in there, Tina? I would like the cat balls. Someone needs some cat balls.
What was that?
Someone needs some cat balls. You have.
What is that? What is that? Do you hear that, Pip? It's a very wow. Hang on. It's a very rushed. It sounds like a rushed whisper.
Someone needs some cat balls.
I'm now slowing it down to 175. I'm hearing turn around. Does anyone else hear that? Which is ironic when you think about it, because usually people say, "Oh, all theaters are haunted." I don't think all theaters are haunted.
Well, this one's definitely definitely.
I mean, something's.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
They're just not talking to us right now.
they're just not talking to us right now.
You want to go in for the green room?
But I ask you, since when does an actor never want to talk about themselves?
Yeah.
Hi everyone, it's me, Twitch Dad, and I'm here. Yeah, this is where it starts to get super creepy. This is the game Cyberpunk 2077 wanted to be, chat. I'm just going to come out and say it. This is the game Cyberpunk 2077 wanted to be. So, there you go.
Well, pitter patter, let's get at her.
Okay. Glad I got that out of my system. Overriding it could destroy my software. But I made that choice when I hooked into that first computer and the consequences it would bring. I'm sorry we won't see the outside together. Thought I needed to carry on the memories of humanity to hold on to the past. But I see futures in companions and you. Here, let me take that off of you. You were my friend, the very best I could have asked for. Oh, damn it. This is going to be another Last of Us ending where I cry, isn't it? I'm tearing up already. Oh. He's headbutting him. Oh. Oh, my heart! Oh, my heart! Oh. Why am I crying in a video game? Oh my god. I did it, hon. I did it, hon. I finished Stray. Worth every minute. Worth every minute. I'm gonna move you back just a little bit.
What?
I wonder if she's pregnant.
She does look like. I was just wondering if her belly was a little bit big.
Yeah,
Maybe that might be why she's hungry.
that might be.
So, Jack, you are upset that Wesley fought for Virginia, fought against his own people from Gettysburg. That must have been aggravating.
Did someone just? Did you just whisper? Did you just whisper?
Keep going. Everything you got. No, I don't know. I'm worried. He's back at red.
Come on.
Oh no.
Steve
We got him.
Saylor? Steve Saylor? You did it! You did it! Congratulations, Steve Saylor! You just picked up your second seal, and it's a motherfucking raid seal! Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go!
I fucking love it when T gets hyped.
The team made entirely of your clan. Hold on, hold on. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. I'm going for it.
Yeah, you just saw 80 inches of me touching my nipples on your wall. You're never gonna look at your wall the same way again. Okay. So I gotta start this a little more a little more off the cuff. So let's start this, shall we? Why, hello there, Spence. It's me, your best friend on the internet. It's your old pal Twitch Dad. Hey, I just want to check, are your internal organs still staying inside your body? Because let me tell you something, you've been keeping me on pins and needles, young miss. Pins and needles. So you know what to do. Drop those pants or lift up your skirts, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Just make sure every... Hey, how you doing? It's great to be here. How is everybody tonight? Thank you so much, Spence, for that incredible raid. I really do appreciate it. It is such a delight to have you in my stream as I cough up a lung. And yeah, that's what I'm doing here. You know what? I'm just rolling with the punches, everybody. Rolling with the punches. I'm also trying out a new camera. That is not what I told the music to do. Why did the music do that? Oh, excuse me, everybody. Huh. No, that wasn't. And Spence says back. Oh my God, Spence. Now, what was on you? Well, you're gonna have to catch that in the vid, in the bod, the vid bod, the body vid, whatever. Sam, no, it was not necessarily on purpose. But I was rolling with it. I was rolling with the improv moment. That's what was happening there. I was rolling with the improv moment. Woo! I mean, I didn't know how else to, I mean, here I am talking about Spence making sure that all of their internal organs stays inside, and then here I am coughing up a lung. So what was with the YouTube launch? Yeah, okay, on that, let me explain. So I thought I had shut down the stream because I realize there's medication and there's different pills and ointments for things like premature stream ejaculation, but I had already pulled the trigger, and then I realized it kept going even after I had said no, I don't want to go live, but it went live anyway. So yeah, you didn't hear any of it. Was setting up food. Well, don't worry, you'll be able to see it in the VOD. And now I'm trying to get the bones to stop cracking in my thumb. I am falling apart. And the thing is, here's the thing. I'm actually in pretty decent I've been in pretty decent health. The foot is getting better. I'm just gonna say that the foot is getting better. Are we there quite yet? I don't think so. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, I've also been burning CDs all day. I've been burning these effing CDs all freaking day.
Well, pitter patter, let's get at her.
I am both impressed by my CD collection and my eclectic taste in music, but I don't mind saying it'll be a cold day in hell before I buy a new CD. I'm just saying. Oh my God, it's a lot of CDs, I think. But I'm giving away quite a few of the CDs. There's only a few that I'm hanging on to. And like I said, I'm actually rediscovering some music that I had forgotten was in my CDs. And I now have to either A, figure out how to get those tunes onto my phone, or start doing a search and seeing if there is any good... Actually, I just realized something too I needed to do. Hang on. Go V home. And we go to the strip lights. And let's see. Here's Christmas A. Ooh. Well, I kind of like Christmas A. Oh, I kind of like Christmas A. And then here's Christmas B. Christmas B looks like a rave party. I mean, it works, but you know, let's go with Christmas A. I'll alternate. It's actually quite fun, I think. Christmas A. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's USB cable is your best bet. I know, I hear you. You did a 2.5-hour stream. Even better. Well done, Spence. Well done. So we are good to go, everybody. I got 3 decks in here. I got 3 decks in my Arcane Fortress badassery box. My box of badassery, I hope. I got 3 decks. They have never been tried. And tomorrow is the big clinic. So I'm excited about that. Oh, and how about that? I discovered right before I came on board, because somebody did a drive-by hello to our stream and said, hey, happy affiliate anniversary. I didn't know. Yeah, apparently I became an affiliate. I became an affiliate, was it 7 years ago? Or is it 8 years ago? Yeah, 7 years ago. 7 years ago. Flashlight warning for those that need it. Yeah. Oh, that was your friend Ray? That was very sweet of them to do that. That was very sweet of them. So if yeah, hang on a minute. I wonder, let me see if I can slow down the blinking. The blinking is cool from my end. Don't get me wrong. I'm digging the blinking, but if it's here we go. Speed. There we go. Now this shouldn't set off anybody, I don't think. This shouldn't set anybody off. This should be fine. You know. But thank you, secondhand. Cammy trying to remember the warning for people. Yeah. But this should be fine. I think this should be fine for everybody because this isn't too strobolicious. I don't know if Christmas B is any better or worse. Let's take a look. Christmas B is darker. That's what I'm noticing. Anyway, I hope everybody's in good spirits. Oh, now wait a minute. There's one more. There's one more I need to look at. This one is called Christmas Tree. This is our winner right here. This is our winner right here. This is nice. I like this one. Christmas Tree. Christmas Tree. Christmas Tree. Yeah. And again, everybody, I do want to say, we crushed it. And the beautiful thing is, even with us crushing the goal, somebody stopped in and dropped while I was offline. Somebody dropped a dono, so we are now sitting at $590, and I am super happy about that. We are still going to be raising awareness, and we're still going to be raising funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and I'm excited to be doing this for them, all while celebrating my affiliate anniversary. So here's the thing. I'll tell a very quick funny story about when I became an affiliate. I almost missed it. I almost missed it that I became an affiliate. Because here was what happened. For whatever idiotic reason that Apple Mail decided, somewhere, somehow, Twitch notifications, anything coming from twitch.tv, was labeled as junk. So I get this email saying, congratulations, you become an affiliate, and it went straight to junk mail. I never saw it. And one day I'm like poking around in my in my account just to see what's going on in the account, and I suddenly realized, I'm like, wait a second, this is I'm an affiliate. And I noticed I'd unlocked all these new features, and I'm just like, hey now, what was this? And so I started digging around, and they said, yeah, you became an affiliate. So here's the thing I'm currently struggling against. I am an affiliate, have been an affiliate for 7 years, and thank you, Man Dog. I appreciate that. Someone tell Dog. I've since fixed that. I now get email from Twitch, thank goodness. But the time that I thought that I could have qualified for partnership, and this is the thing that's just so, it just bakes my brain. If you go and look at my requirements for partnership, it says I've met them all. It says that I have met all the requirements for partnership. And this is even before Doug rated me. This was after Markiplier rated me. And I kept a pretty decent average of 120 some odd people per stream. So I went on ahead and I applied for partnership, and they said, yeah, we realized that the reason why you have this sudden uptick in viewers this month is because you got rated. So no. And I was, I was turned down. It happens. It happens. I get that. The problem is they still say I'm qualified to apply for partnership. So I and now with Doug, I think I got like a second reminder when Doug rated. What are we telling Doug? You know what? You're not telling Doug a thing, okay? You're not if Doug takes it upon himself to say, something along the lines of, oh shoot, I don't know, maybe something like this.
He's got cats on stream? God, what can't T-Monster do? I'm not even being facetious. It's like a really good stream.
And if he decides, hey, I want to help T get partnered, okay? And he says, at the end of every stream, we're gonna go on ahead and do this.
All right, everybody get in the car. We're gonna raid T Morris.
And that, if he wants to help, because now raids count. If he wants to help, great. But that's on Doug to make the decision. I don't want to ask Doug of anything that Doug's asked. Actually, it was kind of nice at TwitchCon this past year. Doug asked me to do something with him, and we're right now working out all the different bells and whistles to make that happen. I'm excited about it too. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm very excited about this. Provided, but again, it's got to get into the schedule of Doug. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna push that. But just the fact that I show up on his stream and I hang out with everybody, all the great people in his basement, and they all treat me like, I'm being really serious here. I've been to big streamers, not as big as Doug, but I've been to, in my opinion, big. And when I define it as a big streamer, is anyone who has a concurrent audience of 100 to like 750. That's what I consider a big streamer. And they might say, hey, and then that's the last I hear from them, right? Doug has gone out of his way to make me feel like part of the community this past year. And it means a lot to me that we have had our back and forths during his stream. And I don't know how he does it, but it's part of the charm of Doug, right? So I mean, that's what else can I say?
T. Morris is proud of me.
I am proud of him. Can I also say that these Doug alerts that I pulled from that fateful stream, they have been probably the coolest things I have on this board.
I suggest you let that one marinate.
So there we are. Anyway, but that's if people out of my sphere want to help me with big raids and stuff like that, I am not going to pester them or mooch off of their graciousness. I would rather have it that people say, you know what, it's time T got partnered. And if people started doing that and it became a push, then I'll be like, all right, cool. But the way I look at it is I am not looking, just to be clear, I'm not looking to be like the next big thing. I've never approached this as I'm going to be the next big thing. If anything, I would love it. I mean, I would absolutely love it if there was some way that I could make this a really solid side hustle, or if I could actually have the stream pay for itself. That would be awesome. And when if people say, well, what would you describe, T, as success? Because I'm now thinking about it because it's the affiliate anniversary. I would say, you know what? If I was averaging between 150, and I've even told Pip this, if I was averaging between 150 to 250 concurrent viewers per stream, I think I would be over the freaking moon. And I'm looking at the numbers right now of people that I follow, and some people. There are some people who traditionally have like solid days, like Girls Play TV or GPTV. Trisha Hirschberger, who I am insanely jealous of right now because Trish is currently playing. She is currently playing Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
It's a trap.
I don't want to fall into that trap, but man, I am green with envy. Mom and I both agreed that it's the way you get the theater gig itch. That's true. I would be the first one to say that. There's an element of performance in here, and I'm totally on board with that. Absolutely. I mean, but like when I see numbers like now, when Doug does his thing, when Doug does his thing with 7,500 people watching, my thoughts are like, I don't know how you do it, brother. I do not know how you do it. And I get it too. It's that whole thing of he goes in with this some kind of weird battle plan of, okay, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna program an AI bot to do X, Y, and Z. I am not that smart. I can't make my stream as interactive as Doug's. And I admire that. I admire that about his stream and about what he does there. I also acknowledge that maybe the content on this stream is not necessarily the same kind of content you would get on Doug's stream. Doug is all interaction, and I'm interaction with Q&A and things like that, I chat with you guys too. But if you're not into the paranormal or you're not into Magic the Gathering, then you're not going to really be into my stream. So, and I get that. I also think too that when it comes to streaming, there is a sense of consistency. You have to be consistent when you're creating this type of content. There also has to be a sense of self-esteem and self-confidence that even if 2 people show up, you're still gonna give it as much as you would if 200 people were in your stream. He doesn't know how he does it either. I think we talked about that very briefly, but it's something about how genuine he is and how much he seems to enjoy what he does. And you see that right there, I think that is one reason why, Zodi, I enjoy Doug so much. Not just his stream, but just him as an individual. He's coming from a very genuine place, a very sincere place. There are some people that I look on the list and I would say, don't know if they're coming from the same place. I'd be the first one to say that. So why are they still on my list? I just haven't bothered to take them off my list. But I'll give you some examples of people who genuinely enjoy creating content like this. Obviously Doug, Dr. Lupo, Ben Lupo, he is one of the good ones. I think the world of Ben Lupo. Really, really, really honest to good. Trish Hirschenberger, even though I'm jealous as hell that she's playing the new Indiana Jones game. It's a trap. And Chelsea of Chelsea Bites. I mean, I'm just naming a few people just straight off the bat. Oh, and the girls over at GPTV. All of them just seem to really get on and just have a blast. And I'm hoping, and here's the interesting thing about both Dr. Lupo, who just shot up to 38,000 people concurrently watching him. I don't know who rated him, but Ben's having a good day. Oh wait, he is doing he's got Tim the Tat Man, and he's got Ninja with him, and Ninja's got 20. Yeah, when people say, "Oh, Ninja's the past, Ninja's ancient history," yeah, he's got 20,000 people watching him concurrently. So he's got people. But it's Ben with Ninja and Tim the Tat Man, and but what I was saying is, when you look at Doug's stream, and then you look at Trisha's stream, and you look at a Girls Play stream, and you look at Chelsea's stream, these are 4 different ways that people are doing stuff, and it was something I said in the book. There is no silver bullet in success. There really is no silver bullet in success on Twitch. There's a lot of luck in it though. There's a lot of luck. They're doing the other charity stream because Thankmas is going on. It might be it. Yeah. If it's what I think it is, yeah, it's probably Thankmas. But there's in fact, I was hearing a friend of mine, ZG Photo, another really good, genuine guy, and he's actually getting back into streaming. And it's interesting because he had very few people watching him on Twitch, but he was simul streaming over on YouTube. And he's got, yeah, exactly, Z. And you want to know what he's doing now, Sam? Zach is doing fishing content. And he just came up with an incredible thing that I have to run by Phil. Zach wants to do a ghost hunt. So he suggested that OSI comes out to it's gonna be a disaster because I suck at fishing. But Zach wants us to go fishing one morning and then turn around and do a paranormal investigation. And I was like, yeah, all right. But he wants us to do it like around the spring, summer. The thing I'm trying to convince him of, though, is that it might be better if we do it in the fall, winter. But now, granted, we can't do the fishing bit. But the thing about the advantage disadvantage of going into a investigation during the summer is we got to deal with all the exterior noise and critters and things like that. So anyway, I acknowledge that one, I am not in the age bracket that some of the more successful people on this platform are in. You know, I mean, I am, as I like to tell people, I'm a streamer of a certain age. But I would like for people when they come to this stream, because the way you described Zodi, the way you described Doug's stream is the way I want people to describe this stream. You know what I mean? I really want people to say, oh yeah, I don't give a crap about the paranormal. I'm not that interested in Magic the Gathering, but I really dig tea. And that's not to say that I'm doing this to make friends, but I'm saying that people, if they enjoy themselves, if they have a little moments of distraction, if they just chill out and have a good time on this stream, then I am doing exactly what I wanted to do when I did my very first stream. That has always been my intent, because the way I when I first started streaming, and I was first streaming Destiny back in the day, Destiny 1, but I actually started taking streaming seriously, and I actually had a schedule and everything set on when Destiny 2 dropped. When Destiny 2 dropped, boom, that was when I started putting together a schedule, and I started regularly streaming. And and I said what I lack in the skill of gaming, I make up for in personality, and that's I think that pretty much sums it all up. But one of the things that Z was talking about is that it's the thing that nobody wants to really talk about when it comes to this process of creating content. There is a lot of luck involved, and nobody wants to admit that. But in my opinion, that is a huge factor. And you know who I heard that from? For the first time, the only person that ever came out and said, you know how I got successful by being a streamer? I got lucky. Those were the exact words of Ben Lupo, of Dr. Lupo. And I will put him on, and let me tell you, I'm the first one to say it. I have zero interest in any of the games that Lupo plays, because the games that Lupo play are the Escape from Tarkov, Fortnite, Battle Royale, he was playing one today called Delta Force, and that's nothing against Lupo. That's what he does, and he does it extremely well. But I just dig kind of hanging out, on his stream and just enjoying being there, My buddy Mike the Quad, he was streaming today, and he was doing Marvel Rivals, which apparently that dropped. And for me, it's always going to come back to the personality. It's always going to come back to the personality. I don't usually feel comfortable chatting in Doug's stream, but I do feel very comfortable chatting here because there's a chance to be seen and talked to. Exactly. And that's one of the reasons why, if somebody said, are you really happy with 100 to 250 people concurrently? Yeah, I would be. I would be over the moon, because that way it's a big enough audience that, yeah, you're making a pretty good bank, but you're still able to talk to people. I know that one of the reasons why I am seen on Doug's stream is that Doug made me a VIP, which makes me extremely flattered, because I know that is a very small group of people. And that's why I try not to monopolize, coming in and saying a lot of stuff in stream. Because it's not the T Morris show. It's Doug. It's the Doug show. Yeah, he did that because I realized, Sam, that when I came in to stream and I said hello, there was like 5,000 or 6,000 people. And he's like, "Oh, hey T." And I was like, and somebody said, "Yeah, Doug put you on the VIP list." And I was like, "Oh, okay." I didn't ask that. I didn't ask for that. I didn't expect it either. I'll give you a perfect example. The difference between, and again, this is not me casting shade in any way, shape, or form, okay? No way me casting shade. The difference between someone like Doug and someone like Markiplier. Markiplier was very kind. and gave me this monster raid, and he gave me a taste of what it was like to, you know, to have concurrent audience and all that stuff. The Kid Club. That was a nutty night, but it was a lot of fun. We had a great time. And I sent a thank you note to Doug. Oh, sorry, I sent a thank you note to Markiplier. I never heard back from Mark. I went through his website, you know, and I just said, I just want to let you know, I really appreciate it. And yes, I get that. That's why I'm saying there's no shade here. But I'll never forget when Steve said, you know what, T, you should reach out to Doug and see if he wants to get together for dinner while at TwitchCon. And I thought that was a long shot. I was thrilled when he just wrote back to me and said, hey, you know, when Doug initially wrote, because I did the same thing with Doug. I wrote to Doug and I said, just want to say thank you for doing that. That was very kind of you. Plus, I really appreciate you being kind to the book because, and this is true, a lot of the bigger streamers have been nasty when it comes to Twitch for Dummies. They've been straight up nasty about it. And I'm not just talking about Ludwig, okay? But the fact that Doug was very kind to the book and kind to me, I was like, okay, so he gets it. I didn't write this book for Doug. I wrote this book for people who didn't know what Twitch was, and you know, it gets into that whole it gets in that whole thing about, you know, people going, oh, we don't have dummies here. Yeah, but here's the truth: the For Dummies line is the biggest and top-selling nonfiction publishing title, whatever you want to call it, grouping of nonfiction books in the world. And I have been fortunate enough to write for 4 of them. So I got some bragging rights too. You know, I got some bragging rights too. And I try to be very, I keep perspective. But when Doug said, yeah, let's get together for dinner, I was like, say what? I mean, well, okay. I guess I'm doing dinner with Doug. And from that point to the day of getting together with Doug, it was something like this.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
That being said, oh sure. I mean, don't get me wrong. It'd be great if I had the numbers, like the big numbers, but you reach a point. I really believe you reach a point after roughly 1,000 people concurrently in your stream, depending on how active your chat is. You're no longer connecting with people and doing the interaction. You're probably associating with your community elsewhere. But even then, your community is going to be so big that it's going to be less of you connecting and more of, hey, I'm making an announcement, here it is, and then you walk away, right? Well, that would be the DDCU. I guess that's what we should call it, the DDCU, the Doug Cinematic Universe. I'm going to copyright that. So I'm just going to say that for everybody. Welcome to the DDCU. Now, for those of you, by the way, I did want to say too that we are simulcasting. We are multi-streaming. We're doing all that tonight. And we're doing that on YouTube. So please, if you're on YouTube, make sure to speak up and say hey. And also want to make sure that the folks over on oh geez, can I even spell charity? How about that? Charity. There we go. I want to make sure you all have this link as well over on YouTube. I am currently raising money for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. As you can tell by my enthusiasm and by the lights, Christmas is one of my favorite times of the year. However, it is not always the favorite time of the year for everybody. And I had a very intense start to the week. And I don't mind saying it, it was also an intense start to December. So, after getting a big old dose of reality pie, I said, you know what? I think I want to raise some money. And we have. We've already crushed the goal. Well, yeah, we've already crushed the goal. Now I just want to completely obliterate it. I set out to raise $500. We are only $10 away from $600, and we're going to be doing this all through the month of December. So if you feel like you can't give now, then do me a favor, take that link and circulate it in your social media circles. Just let people know that I'm here, that I'm doing the thing, right? You can do it on a Discord. You can do it on if you do it on someone else's Twitch channel, please make sure that you ask permission for that sort of thing, okay? I do not want people spamming this. Thank you, ILF. I don't want people spamming this link in someone else's stream, okay? I want to make sure we're clear on that. So I joined ILF right at the very end of their stream. I felt kind of bumming because I had a great question. They were apparently doing on ILF stream, Innocent Lives Foundation, that is. That's Rev 3 dude, by the way. They were doing on their stream today an in-depth chat about Wolverine. And I don't know if anybody had the chance to talk about it, but I find it amazing that over the past 25 years, we have seen Hugh Jackman take this role. And I honestly thought, okay, Hugh Jackman is exactly 1 week older than me. That's just, that is my 1 degree of separation from Hugh Jackman. He is 1 week older than me. And when I heard he was coming back to play Wolverine, and say, what just happened? Oh, Spence, rounding it up. You've got to save your nickels and dimes, but bless you for rounding it up for $10, and we are now sitting at $600. Let's freaking go. As a broke college student that spends too much money on this car and on his car and a computer, I will do my best to share this. No, seriously, man, dog. That sharing the link is just as important as giving. And I put it, you know, that's just my little rule and my bit of advice for anybody that wants to get into fundraising here on Twitch or live streaming. If people can't give, because a lot of people want to give but they can't, then go on ahead and just spam your socials, your personal socials with this link. And that will be so effing helpful. But going back to what I was going to say, though, I was hoping to get into a conversation with ILF about how we've watched Hugh Jackman, because I was very skeptical of Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm just like, man, can they go 3 for 3? And it looked so potentially good, but I was just like, I was worried he was getting a little too old for playing Wolverine. And one, not only did Hugh Jackman live up to his name and get jacked, but holy Hannah, we have seen Hugh Jackman for the past quarter of a century play the young, rebellious, reckless Wolverine. We've seen him play the old, grizzled, bitter, and reluctant Wolverine in Logan, which, good gravy, that was such a good film. It wasn't just a good comic book movie. It was such a good film. I don't count Logan as part of the MCU or even a superhero movie. That's just a good film. And it is so, that's right. I don't think we've watched it. I know we skipped, you don't have to see, X-Men 3. You don't have to watch that one. But we haven't watched Logan. Logan is intense. And I think we should, you know what, Sam? Oh, what we need to do is we need to watch Logan, and then we're gonna make it a double feature. We'll do Logan, we'll take a break, and then we're gonna watch Deadpool and Wolverine. That's gonna be a hella good. That is going to be a better double feature than when we did the double feature of The Magnificent Seven and Blazing Saddles, which was a really good double feature. I'm not gonna lie there. That was a good double feature. But let's do that. We'll make sure that we do that. But the thing, where the white women at? You, child, I swear to God, you broke your dad when you said that. Anyway, so, but we've watched Hugh Jackman go from young upstart, rebellious badass Wolverine, and then we went into then we had the phase of Wolverine films where he was just, the loner, the reluctant hero, and then we had the grizzled, bitter, survivalist in the last Logan film. And then he comes back and he does, after an incredible swan song with Logan, he comes back and he does Wolverine, and he doesn't miss a beat. And it's Wolverine in the yellow outfit. Do you want me to explain to chat what we were doing around Wolverine? Yeah, go for it. No, do it here, man. That's what chat is for. That is what chat is for. It's fine. I invited this. So you'll notice in the book that I said when the host invites it, you can go right ahead and you can, and if you want to do it under the moniker of Innocent Lives Foundation, do it under the moniker of Innocent Lives Foundation. Feel free. I trust you, sir. I trust you. So anyway, I've also managed, as you saw in the photographs, I did manage to get through a chunk of CDs today. So, I decided to focus on the Christmas CDs, because what we're doing is we're basically, we being me, I'm going through all of these CDs. I'm burning them onto a drive, and then that's going to be my new archive. Okay. My new archive for digital music and things like that, and probably digital media on a whole, because man, the digital music is barely knocking a dent in the in the drive. So so what we're doing is I do about 50 CDs, and when I hit 50, I then go back and then I cull and I say, okay, I'm going on ahead and I'm donating these, but I'm keeping these since I really like these. There's a certain tier for CDs, and I want to make sure that I hang on to these CDs, in case something goes foobar with this. The other ones I'm not worried about as much. So, I've been culling the CDs, and then we take the CDs that we're not keeping, and we take it away, and we go to Habitat for Humanity, and we donate them there. But then it dawned on me, I'm like, well, I got all these Christmas CDs. It would kind of suck if people who are looking for Christmas music don't get Christmas music until January. You know what I mean? So I was like, yeah. So I started going through the Christmas CDs today, and there were some that I'm keeping, and some that nope, they're out of there. Does anyone read on webtoons? I don't think I do. I mean, I don't even know what webtoons are. So I guess that's pretty much for me. That is a straight up. Where are you? There you are. Nope. Hang on. Oh, there it is.
Hard no.
There you go. That's. You sound like an old man when you say that. I know, right? I know. Something else that happened today, as I mentioned earlier, I've got my 3 decks ready to go. So if I open this up, you'll see that whoa. I've got my 3 decks ready to go. I have, there are 2 multicolor decks. I got a white and green, which is called the Cat Daddy deck. And then there is the black and blue one, and that is my Bruiser deck. And then I have red in the morning, which is all red. So there we go. I like calling it the Tickety Talks, though. That's the thing. I like calling it the Tickety Talks. Fan comics, self-made. Got it. I see. Yeah. That's right. Oh, that's right. You guys did a character study of Moon Knight because that was what was playing, and now you were doing. Yeah, got it. Hey, yo, Jason over on YouTube. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you, sir. Pleasure to have you in. Pleasure to have you in. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So the box is ready. Saturday, tomorrow, 1 o'clock, I go in. I've been toying around with the idea. I was kind of toying around with trying to stream from the clinic, and I was like, you know what, I think since I don't really want to put anybody off and just focus on the game, I think I'd rather just, you know, give myself Saturday off, and then we're gonna focus on what happened at the clinic on the stream I'm doing on Sunday. I have no idea the time or the place, but we'll do that. And yes, the stream will probably be on the makeup stream on Sunday will probably be a Twitch only thing. So don't take that personally, YouTube. It's just gonna be, I'm just gonna keep it simple on Sunday. I just have to figure out when I'm doing it, because I gotta check my funny little honey, make sure that things are taken care of, that she doesn't need my help with anything, because now we're getting to the point where we are going to be getting a new roof, and we are responsible for getting shingles together, and we need to make sure they're all painted and ready for the roofing. I don't know if the roofing is happening next week or not, but we'll see. Just trying to think of some of the other. Oh, wanted to make sure I told everybody too about my my venturing into medicinal weed. So last night I took a few puffs from the pen and I went to sleep, and I slept pretty freaking hard for the first half of the night. And then I woke up, and I took 2 more puffs because I was still feeling a little restless. So I took 2 more puffs, and the only way I can describe it is I felt like I didn't feel like I had slipped back into sleep. No, I was fine. No, I always have water by the bed. Thank you, Spence, but I always have water by the bed. But I didn't feel dehydrated. But it was one of those weird kind of evenings where I didn't feel like I had fallen. I didn't feel like I fell asleep. I didn't feel like I had slept. I thought I had been up all night, and then next thing I knew, I heard the alarm go off. So in previous nights, particularly this week and previous weeks since I don't even know how long I've been dealing with insomnia. I use the Pens tea and I absolutely love it. It helps me sleep at night. Well, see, Jason, I'm looking for occasional insomnia, and when I get it bad. I also have anxiety, and I have mild depression. So I got a lot happening as a ghost hunter. I have a lot happening as a ghost hunter. But I wanted to try this, and Jason, if you want to take a look at the VOD from the previous night, you'll hear about my adventure into the Apple Store of weed, or as I call it, iWeed, which I have to make sure that I have to be careful if I do use that even as a joke, because if I say I weed, it sounds like I just unzipped and relieved myself there. So yeah. Anyway. Yes, I'm 12. So the thing is that I apparently didn't realize I was sleeping, but I was getting sleep. And I was trying to figure out, okay, what, I'm gonna have to play around with the dosage, and I guess in the case of the pen, the dosage is how deep and how long do I toke. Now I do want to say real quick, I want to give a quick shout out to somebody I was talking to about this today. Really good guy. And he was so freaking encouraging of me. This is B-Bubs, everybody. And I recommend his channel for a number of reasons. Right now he is chilling out and doing a super chill Stardew Valley kind of thing. But B-Bubs, he's a chef. He's a gourmet chef. So he's in the food industry. And I met him through Steve. And Steve and he were doing the Battle Royale Food Challenge for the past 2 years. They were refs for the Battle Royale Food Challenge at TwitchCon. But when I watched the stream, I suddenly realized, oh, he's openly toking up. And we had a long talk, B-Bubs and I, on history. And again, I didn't want to monopolize it, but we had a long talk about the different options. And the one thing that he hi baby. Hello. And the one thing he recommended, I'm glad you're here for this too. The one thing that B-Bubs recommended, I know she's snick. Hang on a minute. I'm leaning back so I can get a hug from my wife. There we go.
I bought you something.
What is that?
It's a 1925 Christmas card.
This was the thing that Pip went to today. We're trying out a Sam says hi. We're trying to go for at least on the main floor an Art Deco kind of feel, which means we need to go and visit Spence because they had some beautiful Art Deco.
Is Spence on?
Spence is on. Yeah.
Hey, Spence. I was hoping if it rains, we'll be out your way because the roof won't be on until it's dry. Yeah. Which I think is going to be later in the week.
So B-Bub said this. He does not prefer the pen. He does not like the pen. He didn't necessarily say why. He is more Mandog says hello as well. No. But he said give edibles a try, but I'm not big on the whole edibles thing because I feel like that's really hard for me to keep track and judge.
It's hard to judge.
Yeah. One thing he did say
That's
though.
how most people get marijuana overdose.
Yeah.
Edibles.
Yeah. And when you OD on marijuana,
I mean, it's unpleasant.
It's like drinking so much that the next day you have a really bad hangover.
Yeah, it's like
right, Sam. But here's maybe that was inappropriate. We love our kid. But I was gonna say this. He said, don't get the pre-rolled marijuana doobies. He said, just pick up the flower and roll your own. Which I thought was interesting.
No. I mean, it's all personal preference, isn't it?
And he did say that. He said it's all personal preference.
Some people like whiskey.
And then other people in B-Bub's community, they started chiming in going, look, if you don't like the edibles, I'm not big on the edibles either. I also don't dig the oils, but I do like the pen. I think the pens are really cool, blah, 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 blah. And it was really nice. It was really, really nice.
Well, the pen is just a low barrier to entry, I think.
So Spence says,
I'm gonna go cook something. Oh, yes, Spence?
they just said, edibles are finicky, but longer lasting to help with sleeping.
That's true. That's true.
So yeah.
I mean, that's Lynchburg has it.
Lynchburg has a really nice dispensary.
Lynchburg is not what we expected.
No, it's not. No, it is not. In fact, funnier still, I found this one, and here's the thing that I said this on the stream and to all the very helpful people that were reaching out to me. It was really nice. And even he said, yes, we live in interesting times.
Virginia.
I mean, who knew?
Virginia grows great.
Well, because they're no longer kind of making money on tobacco. Virginia's got great soil to grow your weed. I did join the membership program.
Oh, they got like a holiday special.
Yeah, they have a holiday special. You can get an advent calendar. You can get a weed advent calendar. But this is the one that I wanted to show everybody that I'm like, hey, how did I miss this? I should have bought this yesterday. I should have bought this yesterday. They actually have a, now they have it in the vape cartridge, which is, I'm trying to figure out, can I buy the vape from them or do I have to go into a store?
I would say that you can buy, they have bombs, for goodness sake.
Yeah, but I think I'd rather have, I like the, I hate to say it, I like the vape. What?
They sell all.
Yeah, well then they don't sell the actual vape things themselves though, right?
Yeah, I saw
Okay.
some there.
Well, I almost missed this. Actually, wait a minute. Let me, I don't know. Yeah, I can show you. I can show you how I missed this, I guess, flavor. I don't know how I missed this. Look at this. They have a flavor called Ghost Train Haze. How did I miss this?
What's the flavor?
Well, no, this is what I think is interesting because it basically says I think it has a slightly lower THC content. Yeah, no, it has a higher one, 88%. It's 88%. But this is what the customer reviews say on it. Top activities mentioned: ease my mind, stimulate my mind, hang with friends. Top feelings mentioned: relaxed, blissful, energetic.
But I would still talk to that pharmacist.
I'm going to talk to the nice pharmacist.
She knew her shit.
I'm going to talk to the nice pharmacist.
She knew her shit.
But I mean, come on. Come on.
I actually weirdly, I came up here to ask if you wanted me to cook that rice and have something to eat.
I mean, if you want to bring something up, I would say, yeah, if you're okay with that. Thank you, baby. Did you talk to your da? Of course he was. Papa sends his love, by the way. No goobers as of now. No goobers as of now. Do we have a goober in there?
Yes.
Oh, of course. Honey, it's not a couch. It's a cat bed. It's a glorified cat bed. Which one have we got? Which one do you have?
Dorito.
A Dorito. Let me see that Dorito.
He's a heavy boy.
Yeah,
Heavy boy.
What are you getting ready for the winter? Are you getting for the
Well,
winter?
I told you when the other two were leaping in the air, he was
Yeah.
just kind of.
Conserving my energy, chat. Hi, chat. It's Dorito. I'm a criminal. You've been touched by a smooth criminal. Dung dung. Dung dung dung. Dung 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 dung. Whoa! Dorito, what did you just say?
He's breaking the stream.
He's a criminal. I told you.
He's a smooth criminal. Spence, I'm telling you, the excitement that Sam feels for their son Dorito is coming from a place of real love and sincerity. Anyway.
I'm gonna do some treats. You want to see some treats?
Oh, do you want to see? Okay, hold on. I'll give you the camera. Hold up.
Hudson!
Hudson, come here. Come here.
Hudson.
There you go. This for once I get to commentate it. I like this new angle. I kind of like this new angle for the camera, because now you can see the shelf of some of my man toys.
Okay. Oh, lady? Okay, we've only got 3. Why have we only got 3 kittens here?
Why didn't it work? Oh,
Hudson!
no, you did. Yeah, I actually beat the. There it is.
Come on.
Wow, feed me the treats! Feed me the treats, Mom! You put them here! You put them here! No, don't pay any attention to Hudson. Don't pay any attention to Hudson. I'm coming up here for treats! I can
The funny thing about Hudson is that is true. He is the unit. He is going to rival when he becomes an adult. He's gonna rival. There's Hicks right there. There's Hicks. The problem is you look at Hudson and you expect Hudson to be. You make me go,
I'm Hudson, everybody. Dum 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 dum. But then when he talks to you,
so yeah.
Guys,
Chaos.
Hey, okay.
The entertainment is always lively here at the channel. I just, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna for old time's sake. I want to see. Oh wait, did I? Oh, it's. I must have taken. Oh yeah, I did take it off. That's funny.
He's the unit.
He's T-Unit. But I still have over here. I have Gamer Cat Cam, and then I have Evie and the Kittens. I actually still have the Evie and the Kittens set up. It's just. It still amazes me that was only a year ago. Still amazes me that was only a year ago. Okay. I think now we're gonna go on ahead and we are going to, because I got everybody up to speed. I've got my magic cards for tomorrow. I'm psyched. I'm stoked. I even worked in here. I've even worked into here the card that reminded me of Linville Manor. It's in the black and blue deck. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about tomorrow. Should be fun. Oh, and I'm also sitting down and talking with my artist about new emotes. So yeah.
Gonna have a unit?
We're gonna have a unit. We're definitely gonna have a unit. So if anybody has any ideas, for emotes, then write it down because I'm gonna want to submit these.
I want one of Hicks flying through the air like a ballerina, going, ah! And he's chasing like a Christmas.
I will tell Denise she said hi. I am gonna have what I picture right now is I picture Hicks with hearts in his eyes and surrounded by hearts, and he's like, yay! Dorito, he's gonna be this. He's gonna have the one brain cell, maybe slightly cross-eyed. Hudson, I think it's gonna be. I wanna get a really good close-up shot of the helmet, of the combat helmet that Hudson wore in Aliens, but then I want to put it on his head. So he's gonna have that. He's gonna have and if possible, because we can't get too detailed with the emotes. But I want him to be shouldering one of the assault rifles. So that's for the three kittens. I want an Evie emote of side eye. I want an
spicy Evie.
Well, we'll do a spicy one for Evie as well. But I think she should also have a side eye one because she does give side eye. Yeah. Now, the one that's really tricky, and I don't know how she's gonna pull it off, but I'm gonna ask her if it's even possible. I really want one of Sebastian and Benedict. And I want it to be Sebastian leaning on Benedict's head, and the halo is going. They both have halos, but Benedict's halo is kind of being driven into his forehead. It's kind of like because and Sebastian's like, hey. So I want to do that. I think I am gonna have a and I can do this emote, but I'm gonna make an emote that just says Hoopa Joop, and we're gonna have to say it's Hoopa Joop. So that's gonna be in there. I think, and also for I'm also thinking about having a shovel because I know everybody digs the shovel. We might actually have to do a Mothman one too, because of the preoccupation everyone here has for Mothman. But I want to sit down and I want to brainstorm with my artist and see what we can come up with. And I kind of want to make this to be a big batch. I want this to be. I think what I want to do is I want to do some new emotes because I've got a lot of slots to fill now. But I want to do some emotes, just standard emotes. But I think I also want to get some Halloween emotes started up as well.
Shovel.
There you go, shovel. And we'll see what we do. We need a bonk? Okay, I think we can come up with a bonk. We need a bonk. And if I can make it animated, I want to see if I have any animation options available. So yeah, so that's happening. That's actually happening tomorrow, right before I go to the game store and do the thing. Bonk would be animated. Bonk would definitely be animated. I understand. That you want that animated. Well, some of the places that I know that I had a place. I tried doing a thread in the Twitch sub only channel, but you can either drop something. I would say either drop something to me, drop something in chit chat, start up a conversation, drop some stuff in chit chat. I will check on it and you know, look into it and see what everybody has to say. But yeah, it's been a really intense week. So tomorrow's little getaway to the gaming store, I think, is going to be a help. I haven't heard any updates today from my buddy, but I'm hoping you know, he's still on a good trajectory. And I think now is a good time to segue into what we are going to be working on tonight, which is we're going to be finishing up the Satanic Panic segment. Now, let me go on ahead first and explain to everybody what that means. Okay, so I did say, and I still argue, this is part of, at least the way I do it, ghost hunting. And it is putting together the episode for YouTube. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going over this period of history called the Satanic Panic. And I'd like to just go ahead and pick up where I left off last night. And then that way we don't have to go through all the ooginess of the original bit. This is where it starts to be fun. This is where I think it starts to be fun. And oh, that's right. I didn't want to put that in there just yet because I wanted to do this. So we're going to pick up where we left off. And what I'm doing is I'm all right. For anybody that is not familiar with it, we do have a YouTube channel. That's because I'm talking to the YouTube channel as well. But we have a YouTube channel, and this is Old Spirits Investigation. It's led by me and Phil Rossi. And thank you, Spence. And you click onto that link, it'll take you straight. It'll take you straight to the YouTube channel. And one of the things that we were formatting, we've been playing around a lot with the format of the show. We're at a point now where I think this is the format that's working best for us. And what I mean by that is we do one investigation over 2 episodes. And that gives us the luxury of spending at least an hour in each place. And that's kind of nice, or rather putting together an hour's worth of content from each different place. And in some cases, we might even go longer. Now, we haven't had that happen yet. I think the longest episode we had that wasn't a director's cut was maybe an hour and 30 minutes. And I mean, it was Chuck, so, you know. It was Chuck. It was Chuck. It was our boy Chuck. And we love our Chuck. He's awesome.
What a cutie.
Absolutely.
Hot piece of old man ass.
Wait a minute. Easy there. But yeah, sorry, just gonna throw that out there. But one of the things that we do in our segments is we do what's called the history hit. And in part 1, we always go into what is this thing. Now, the special that we're working on right now is the Satanic Panic experiment. For those of you who caught it live on YouTube and on Twitch, you know exactly what we're doing. But how we're going to present it is Steve is currently editing part 2 of the Satanic Panic experiment. I'm editing part 1. And this is going to appear in part 1. I'm doing an Old Spirits Investigation part 1. Steve is doing over on Dungeons and Disabled Part 2. Obviously, in Part 1, we're doing the paranormal investigation. Part 2 is going to be the game with the investigation continuing around it. And yeah, so Steve and I both have challenges on putting this all together. But they're both going to drop at the same time. So part one will happen Part 1 will happen Part 1 will happen on Old Spirits. Part 2 will happen over Dungeons and Disabled. And right now I'm doing the history hit, which is what is the Satanic Panic? And I believe I was about to get into dropping some of the unbelievably cool Dungeons and Dragons content that I found in stock video, which is still kind of boggles my mind that that's a thing, but there it is. And that may not be enough. So I'm going to go ahead and excuse me. All right. So now we segue into the platform that I use, which is Premiere. I'm an Adobe Premiere guy. And what is that? Hold on. Oh, that is the cat cam. Okay. That is the cat cam. But I am going to disable said cat cam so that you can see the outline that we're working on and everything. Okay, great. And right now I'm taking down the speed to 65%. And then I'm going to drop back in that. So I got my transition here. Good. And here we go. And Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons, commonly referred to as D&D, is a tabletop role-playing game set in a fantasy realm where magic and maybe I don't have to slow it down that much. Let's try 85%. Yeah, that's that's much better. Okay. And now we are going to let's see. Oh, this is the one where the dice comes in. Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right. I was just so pleased to find really good when I did a search for D&D content and it gave me this. It really was. I was like, wow, this is great. So yeah, I was very pleased about that. And we move it over here. Okay. Playing game set in a fantasy realm where magic and science exist alongside elves. Oops, wait a minute. You can't see it. Hold on. We go to fit to frame. And I think this might have to be fit to frame as well. Fit to frame. Okay. As D&D is a tabletop role-playing game set in a fantasy realm where magic and science exist alongside elves, dwarves, and other extraordinary creatures. All right. We're about to run out of music, so let me just see if we are going to do... Am I going to do just a simple fade in of this, or... Okay, so I've used this one, I've used this one. I haven't used Obsessive Retro Vintage. Let's see what this sounds like. No. I like Horror Trailer and Mysterious Electronica. I like those two. Let me just listen to this again. Yeah. That one. Okay. so I'll grab this, move it over here. Oh, come on. And then, so what I'm doing here is that I'm basically taking this music and I'm dropping this new music on top of this old music, so that when the old music fades out, this comes back in. This new music comes in. Now, this is for anybody that's interested in doing some video production. I'm also dropping in what is a transition specifically for audio, and it's called constant power found under crossfade. And what that basically means is just if you had like a board and you just did this, or as I like to say, you're pulling a Scotty. You know, you're working the transporter, and I'm gonna make this I'm gonna give this a nice healthy duration of 3.5 seconds. Now, hopefully what will happen is, because this is so low and because you've got a voiceover on top of it, you shouldn't notice the change until there's a little bit of quiet. Bonk activated? Oh, the old Conan.
Thursday is one of my days off. My off days, I start drinking at noon.
This is what I have to say about the...
You don't get to interrupt that.
No, you don't get to interrupt my old Conan clips. You don't get to interrupt my old Conan clips. All right. Get back to what's next. Okay, so what do I follow up that with? And other extraordinary creatures. D&D taps into the imagination to encourage quick thinking and strategic problem solving. Okay. So that's the dice. Unfortunately, I think what I'm going to do, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back over to Envanto. All right. Instead of saying D&D specifically, I'm going to do tabletop gaming. Oh, that's a really good one right there. Now, granted, it doesn't necessarily look like it looks like they're playing life, but still, I wonder if I could crop out the game itself. Let's see what else they got. Oh wait, I think that might be a D&D style game that they're playing there. So I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to download that one. So this site right here, again, and I'm doing this both on YouTube and Twitch to show the process of how we put all this stuff together for YouTube when we're doing shows and stuff like that. But also I want to give everybody the resources that I've been tapping into, which have been fantastic. You'll also notice that Envanto has stuff that's optimized for phones as well, like doing stuff phone wise, which I think is kind of cool. Vertical as opposed to horizontal. Now, is that? Oh, wow, that's another good one, and I kind of like it that there are girls in here, and that's cool. That's very cool. So I just want to see if there's any other. A foosball tabletop hologram. All right. I'm not yucking on anybody's yum. If you dig the foosball, then more power to you. You know, gaming is gaming is gaming. Don't be hating on other people's gamings. I mean, as much as, and I don't mind saying this, as much as I love playing D&D, remotely, on like Roll20 or we actually are on our own private server. I really like being. That was the thing that I think I got spoiled when I did the Satanic Panic with Steve. That was the first time in decades that I'd actually sat down and gamed with people in person, and it's just a different feel. It's a different feel altogether. And I discovered very quickly how much I missed it. Okay, it doesn't look like we have a lot of options for tabletop gaming. I'm going to do one more page just to check. I kind of dig that. You know what? I could make that work. I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to bring that in. And then I'm just going to go back and do, let's see what we have for fantasy adventure. Astronaut standing on a rock? No. Huh. Okay. Not what I expected, but I kind of dig it. And I could use it when I talk about setting it in the world of yada, yada, yada. I mean, this is all animated stuff. I get that, but I'll think through that. Ooh. Oh, I kind of like this. Let's see. Just looking around. Just want to see if anything really just jumps out at me here. Astronaut just getting a quick nap, I guess, because why not? A fantasy iguana, because why not? Let's see. I think this is playing up more on adventure than on... Oh, and I could do an old wizard. A wizard is never late. Bilbo Baggins. Frodo Baggins. A wizard is never late. Frodo Baggins. He arrives precisely when he means to. Okay, I can't remember. Did I just download that? Oh, let's find out. Let's find the... Okay. So, let's see. Pardon me. Downloads. I have not. So I am going to download this very odd creature thing because it kind of works. Oh, and yeah, I think it's also worth saying I haven't necessarily ruled out watching or doing a rewatch of Conan the Barbarian, because dang, just watching that one clip just made me really and there's a big difference between Conan the Barbarian and Conan the Destroyer. Big difference. So one of the things I was also thinking about, though, I know my caps lock is on. Don't worry. I just wanted to see if there was anything. Ooh. Oh, I kind of like that. I must have missed this one. Stone sculpture. So you notice that the play set that they use is the same one. So I really can't go back to that well again. But I must have missed this. Stone Stone sculptures in a pyramid. I mean, that's a good generic. That's a good generic rolling of dice, but we already have that. But one of the other things I was thinking about when we were just watching this was Scoos. Now again, as I had said, because I was because I am talking about Dungeons and Dragons, this falls under fair use. So I can go on ahead and I can actually, if I want to, I can use the D&D logo, and nobody should get upset because I'm talking about D&D, you know? So yeah, I just want to see if we have a transparent. Problem is, I don't like the fact that it's cut off like that. Ooh. I think that might be the winner, because I don't see any other ones that are transparent, and I kind of need them to be transparent here. I mean, yeah, I could fire up Photoshop and just, you know, take care of that. But let's just see if I can. Let's just see what that. Oh wait a minute. Now before I download this, we go back to Premiere and I look at what D&D. Yeah. Okay. So it's not going to work because Dungeons and Dragons, commonly referred to as D&D. Yeah. It's a dark image. So what I need is I need it to be all red. So it's got to be one of these. Ooh. That's actually that might be workable. That one might be workable. Let's see if it downloads does it really download as a, yeah, it's a JPEG. I hate that. I hate it. I hate when they do that. When they say, "Oh yeah, it's a transparent it's a transparent PNG," but then you're like, "Well, wait a minute. If it's a PNG, then why is it downloading as a JPEG image?" Because last time I checked, Sparky. All right. And the other thing is, I don't think we need it to. We don't need one of the things that actually says Dungeons and Dragons. I just want this logo to fade up when I say that, commonly referred to as D&D. Let's see here. History hit. Yep, it's transparent. Let's go. And then drag it on over. That was Gygax. That's not what I wanted. And it wasn't even Gygax. Something is off about this particular, there we go. This particular mouse. Oh, there it is. Now, I'm going to put it right about there. And then I will do this. I will go to my effects controls. Effects controls, yes. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to make it nice and big. It should scale up just fine. I will also say this: if you ever decide you want to get into this level of content creation, and you want to start working in video, one, you need to make sure that you have the patience for it, because man, there are some content creators I've met who hate.
Is it tabletop?
Who hate who hate this part of it. They really do not care for hello? I don't like that. Okay. They really do not care for editing video. And I love it. I just love doing it. I do. Okay, let's see. See how we time this.
Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons, commonly referred to as D&D.
There you go. I think if I move it a half second up and I just shorten it by, yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons, commonly referred to as D&D, is a tabletop role-playing game set in a fantasy realm where magic and science exist alongside elves, dwarves, and other. Is a tabletop role-playing game set in a fantasy realm.
I think I change this up. Okay. And we're going to bring in some of that new stock video that we just downloaded. And yes, chat, like I said, this is all part of what we encourage at Old Spirits for, open transparency. We just want to make sure that people know this is what we do and this is how we do it. So if you have any questions, whatsoever, please feel free to ask, like, how am I doing this? Why did you choose this over this? Why did you choose, when it comes to software, why do you use Premiere? Things like that. If you want to find out more about what I'm doing here, the best way is to just, ask me, and I will tell you no lies. I will tell you no lies. All right, so we're going to copy the stock footage over here, and once the stock once the stock footage is copied on over, then I'll go on ahead and we'll go to the next bit. I really like that castle. I think I'm gonna get some mileage out of that castle for this. So I'm gonna drop that in now so I can pop that in here. Let me just see this real quick. Okay, so what I'm doing here, when you see me look over here, I have a second monitor here, and it gives me like a preview of what the footage is. Like right now, I'm seeing that this footage is they're panning around the castle. So I'm like, okay, well then I could probably I can look at the opening of this clip and say, all right, maybe I'll start at a few frames later, and yeah. Verstappen's merchandise website increased their baby clothing collection. They increased. Wait. Hang on a minute, Mika. Is Max married? Is he having a kid? Is he becoming a father? Did he? Last I heard, he was shagging a supermodel. But I mean, if I'm mistaken, then okay. But I haven't heard anything about Max Verstappen's personal life of late. So, okay. So let me just do this.
Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons, commonly referred to as D&D.
And are they a couple or are they just partners? I'm curious about that.
Is a tabletop role-playing game set in a
I mean, if that's the way Max wants to roll it, that's the way Max rolls it. But make her an honest woman, Max. Come on. You can afford it. You can afford it, Max. Go on. Do the thing. Ooh.
He does consider himself a bonus dad on her daughter. Huh. Okay, well, good on him. And we're going to... Now whenever I play that clip of him going, oh, that was naughty, now it's going to be... Now I'm going to have in my head, you know, Papa Max, I guess. Role-playing game set in a fantasy realm where magic and science exist alongside elves. Okay. So now it's just an issue of finding the right clip or the right in point, out point. So I just go. Now it is not uncommon. If you're doing this type of editing, it is not uncommon. Why is it not doing the thing? First off, when it starts slowing down like that, I always get a little nervous and I go, okay, let's do that. There we go. There we go. How about I come in to about there? What was I going to say? It's not uncommon. It is not uncommon to map all this stuff out before you get into it. I know it looks like right now I am doing this off the top of my head, and I can assure you I am not. I did have a vague idea of what I wanted to do when I came in here. It's what it is it's the script. I went on ahead, wrote the script, and said, okay, I'm going to have all. And when I started coming up with stuff, I was like, okay, I know I want some things here, I want some things here, I want some things here. But then sometimes when you are putting together clips and you put together the script, it's like, well, I could put in this instead. Like, for example, the D&D logo. I didn't even think about that until I was like, oh yeah, maybe I could put in the D&D logo. So there's that. Okay, there's the fantasy one. Okay, I'm gonna open that. And then here's... But Envanto Elements, yeah, finding a place like Envanto is really nice because it's sometimes it's really hard to find good, and I do want to stress that, good stock footage. So when you find a place that actually has a variety of stuff to choose from, that's just a bonus right there. That is an absolute bonus. Okay, I think that's everything. So let's open those three. And then I'm going to use the fantasy creature thing. Let me see what this thing looks like. Okay, well, I got to say, it is interesting. But you know what? I think I can work with it. I think I can work with this. And we'll just go ahead and we'll overlay it. She's a daughter of... Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. So Max is well within his he's punching within his weight. Okay, good on him. That's impressive. That's impressive, I gotta say. Okay. I mean, hell, they're all supermodels. I mean, even the drivers. I mean, Pip and I like to joke. Pip and I joke. Okay, good night, secondhand. We like to joke, Mika, that basically when it comes to you know, F1 drivers, it's like somebody went up to a tree that just has a bunch of good-looking men there, and someone just shakes it, and then whoever falls out, okay, we're gonna harvest these good-looking men and possibly good-looking women, and we're gonna, you know, turn them into Formula One drivers. You know, hey, it could happen. It could happen. You know, why not? Why not? All right, let's get back into this. Top role-playing game set in a fantasy realm where Magic and science exist alongside elves, dwarves, and other extraordinary creatures. D. Okay, I will see, fit the frame. Yeah. And I think I'm going, because I have so much footage to play with here, I'm going to scooch this in. And there we go. I mean, this is a brilliant clip that I didn't even, it's funny. I would have thought they would have put this, the clip that I'm about to bring in, I would have thought they would have put this in with D&D, but they didn't. I had to actually, I had to actually do a, I had to do this thing where I had to look up tabletop gaming as opposed to just side elves, dwarves, and other extraordinary creatures. D&D taps into the imagine. D&D taps into. Okay, and then I'm going to say overwrite that one. Boom. Again, Mika, thank you for pushing us over the edge the other night. I really do appreciate you dropping that. And I got your information, and I'm going to be discussing with Pip on when we get stuff in the mail, and I'll let everybody know. So thank you. Indeed, taps into the imagination to encourage. Okay. Encourage quick thinking and strategic problem solving, all while enjoying an adventure in a mystic realm. And over the years, now, get ready, everybody. I'm about to turn on the nostalgia machine. And when you see it, you're gonna be like, "Oh, there you go, T." And this is where it gets to be fun. Okay, so let me do this again. Taps into the imagination to encourage quick. Okay, I want that. Come on. Okay. And then let's see. D&D taps into the imagination to encourage quick thinking and strategic problem, all while enjoying an adventure in a mystic realm. Okay. I feel like I need to have a mystic. I feel like I need to have like a mystic realm. I need to have something that reflects that. Let me see what this card is that she shows. It is a lava card. Okay. And they do use cards in D&D. I've actually seen them on some shows where they do that. Mika, do you in your role playing, do you use like cards for settings and spells and things like that? Or because I know, well, now granted, I know you do Cyberpunk. And again, for YouTube, I'd love to know if you've ever played D&D or any other tabletop game with like a deck of cards kind of thing. I'm just curious. I just want to make sure I'm not like having some type of hallucination. I wonder if I go back to the other thing that's really nice too about Envanto is the ability to just download whatever I want. You know what I mean? I know Shadowrun has gear cards, but I don't really use them as I got too many options, and the cards don't support enough of them. Fair enough. Okay, that will do it. Where is? Oh, it's right here. It's right here. Is it right in front of me? No, it's over there. So where was the window that? Oh, it's right here. Go back to Envanto. Let's try Fantasy Realm. See what it comes up with. I'm not going to green screen something in there. I promise. No, that is not happening. Okay. Okay, that could work. That could work. The whole thing. This kind of forced fairy tale thing that could do it. Ooh, well, that'd be perfect for Destiny or Shadowrun maybe, but or a spacecraft module. Probably not. Let me just see this. No, because that's optimized for vertical. I just noticed. Red glowing. No, that's also. Let's see. Not sure why we have a slow motion of a wolf and it says Flight of Fantasy Exploring Magical Realms. That doesn't quite fall in, but okay. Let me just see here. Oh, Fantasy Island. There we go. 4-pack. Blah, 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 blah. Fantasy Particles. Interesting. Oh. Hang on. We may have spooky fantasy. Does this girl have blood coming out of her mouth or something weird like that? Oh, something's chasing him. Chasing her. I could actually I think that might actually be the winner. That might be the big wiener. That might be the big wiener. All right. Okay. Let's see. Oops. All right. So we then go back here. We go back here and spooky fantasy, Guillermo. Spooky fantasy. All right. As far as the nostalgia, you're going to see it in a second. Un momentito, everyone. Okay. So quick thinking and strategic problem solving, all while. And then we. Oh, hi, Sean. How are you? Good to see you tonight. Good to see you. All right, what was I looking at? I need to import it in here with the rest of the stock footage. Okay, and. Hello? There we go. There we go. All right, where are you? Now I got to find the clip. And the clip is business partner. Nope. Voodoo doll. Nope. Scared child. Nope, nope, nope. Spooky fantasy. All right. And okay. Why is my wife texting me while I'm live streaming? Come on, baby. Come on, baby. What you doing? All right. And we overwrite it. And then we drop in. So one of the things I'm going to do, because, yeah, I don't want to review all of this with it starting and stopping and being janky. What I'm going to do is I'm going to probably render this. And when I render it, I mean I'm going to render a preview. And when I render the preview, I will probably then take a break, get some hydration, all that stuff. All while enjoying an adventure in a mystic realm. And over the years, alongside a that does work. That actually works. Okay. And strategic problem solving. But I think I want it to come in a little sooner. So we'll put it there. And we will also start it. Nope, nope, nope. Actually, right there. Right there is fine. Okay. And then I will paste in a transition. Right. Come on. Right there. And here we go. Problem solving, all while enjoying an adventure in a mystic realm. And over the years, just checking to. Yeah, that was right. And over the years, all right. Ah. Can't take advantage of that shortcut, but I can just drag you on over. No, I can't. Come on. There we go. Like I was gonna not have a mention of this. Come on. Come on. Do you not know me? Okay. Let's take this. Let's scale this down, though, to there we go. And then I'm going to move you over here and move you down there. And now it's time to Ken Burns this mofo. Target of conservative religious groups worldwide, claiming the game serves as a gateway to the occult. In their 1987 case, there we go. All right, so we have that. And okay, so we now go back to here and we add in our keyframes here and here, and then we say we're going to have this go to -5, and then we're going to go bring this up to 60. And then let's see, from here I'm going to pop ahead. Pop ahead 2.5 seconds, and I will probably be adjusting this, but that's okay. That's that. So where's my... There it is. I loved this movie so much. All right. And now we bring in... Oh, for frig's sake. Ah! Nope. Nope. I lost it. Okay. Okay. Well, I didn't want the audio to come with it. Why did no? I wanted the video. I love Premiere. Please do not get me wrong. I love Premiere, but man, sometimes it tests my patience. It really does test my patience sometimes. But I got what I needed. So now we just have to make it. We got to make it sing. Got to make it sing. Okay. So we take this down to 40. Yeah. And I'm going to I'm going to also crop out the whatever that logo is because I don't need it. So crop top. There we go. And then do that. I'll then do what? I'll do this. And then crop bottom. There we go. And because I've cropped out that, I can make it a little bigger if I want to. Yes, I do. I do want to make it bigger. In fact, I'm going to make it even bigger. Let's go 60. Yeah, 60. And we're going to go here. We're going to go over here. And move it down a bit. Another movie I feel like I need to do a rewatch of. And then... Oh, wait, no, the other way around. No, that sounds about right. Because if I remember correctly... Oh, no. This one should start at 5. Not -5. Which means I've got to change that once I get everything going. All right, so we do this, and then I pop to that point, and we trim off what we don't need, which sucks because, my God, this is some good stuff. So for this one, start at 5. So this one goes to -5. And then this one should also rotate to 5. Wait a minute. Yeah, 5. 5 for this one. Should be -5 for the other one. Yes. Okay, good. All right, so let me just take a look here. Oh, and let's see. And we're gonna blow this up to 75. All right, let's see how this will flow in its rough form. I can also drop in a transition here and a transition here. Okay. Realm. And over the years, alongside a popular animated series and an amazing cinematic interpretation. That's it. Alongside a popular animated series and an Oh, that's right. I wanted to come. No. Let's just. Yeah, I wanted to play for that long. Yeah. Animated series and an amazing cinematic interpretation of how fun this game is. D&D has continued to be the target of conservative religious groups worldwide, claiming the game serves as a gateway to the occult. In their claiming the all right, the rotation's off. Rotational's off. Okay, so 5. Oh. Actually, let me start this one at. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, so I start this one at 2 and and that at -4. And then we've got this one, which starts at 5, and it should end at. Yeah, that's what I thought. Now they should both rotate. Okay. And over the years, alongside a popular animated series and an amazing cinematic interpretation of how fun this game is, D&D has continued to be the target of conservative religious groups worldwide, claiming the game. But I didn't want it to do that. I didn't want them both to be tilting this way. I want one tilted this way. I want one tilted the other. So I'm getting my stuff mixed up here. Okay. This starts positive and ends in the negative. Okay. So this one should start in the negative and go to positive. Sometimes I just have to hear myself say what I want to do, T. And then, future T hears past T and goes, oh, okay. So now it should all flow the way I want it to. All while enjoying an adventure in a mystic realm. And over the years, alongside a popular animated series and an amazing cinematic interpretation of how fun this game is, D&D has continued to be the target of conservative religious groups worldwide, claiming the game serves as a gateway to the occult. And let's see. And now I go back to here. I actually found the cover of what I'm about to cite here. And I find it so funny. There it is. All right. Their 1987 case study in 1987 case. Okay. All right. Good night, Mika. Thanks for hanging out. And we get up there. Okay, great. Nope. Way to the occult. In their 1987 way to the occult. Way to the occult. Way to the occult. In their 1987. Okay, what the heck is this? What's going on? Crap. Okay, I need to do some I need to do some undoing because I don't want this. I want, wait, toggle proxies. I don't want to toggle proxies. No. Comparison view. I don't want to, no. There you go. In their 1987, okay. Man, I feel like tonight I am struggling against the mouse. I don't know what I don't know what I did to piss off my mouse, but man, it has been working against me in so many ways. Okay, now I think I've got it under control, so I can now go here to drop in the cover and then give it a really cool backdrop, and then we're going to start to wrap this up, and then we're going to take a break, take a look at the whole thing when it's done, and then I move on to something else. Well, and what am I going to do after this? I will let you all know. It might be some more footage review. I might even crack into some new footage, but let's first finish up this history hit. We're in the backstretch, everybody. Serves as an introduction to a primer for the. Okay, it is a recruiting tool of Satan. Once a scapegoat during this recruiting tool of Satan. All right, so. So we're going to do this. We're going to go up here. And I'm going to make this 150. Yeah, 150. That's good size. Move it over here. And I'm going to clean up that crop just a little bit. Okay, so it looks like I've got to take more from the right. There we go. And then let's see. And I want to go ahead and also put in. I'm gonna actually put this up here, and then down here underneath it, I'm going to. Oh wait, I can't do it because I've got. Okay. This is what the pros do, everybody. They talk to themselves, they mumble, and pretty much it makes sense what they're doing. At least to them, it makes sense. Okay. All right. So that's going to be the endpoint. Drag this straight over. There we go. See, when it works great. Okay. Now here's where we have some fun. Again, where we have some fun. So I go to effects controls, and this time I go on ahead and I'm going to scale the clip from Honor Among Thieves. I'm going to scale that up to like 125. No, I'm not. I'm going to actually scale it up even higher. I'm going to scale it up to 150. Oh, dear. What happened? Oh. Yeah, that's perfect. Now I go one step further, and I say, all right, I'm going to add in a video effect, and that video effect is blur and sharpen. And I'm going to say, make it a Gaussian blur, and I'm going to make the blurriness, yeah. Why don't we say 50 pixels? So what that does is, and you've seen this probably in a lot of different videos, but you know that it's Dungeons and Dragons happening behind it, and but I have you focused on the quote, and this is what this is how it's all going to play out. This is why I love doing video, this type of video work, because it's just, get my hands dirty. In their 1987 case study entitled A Christian Response to Dungeons & Dragons, The Catechism of the New Age, evangelical theologians George Grant and Peter Leithart described D&D as... And then I go back to the original script. So let's flip back to where the script is residing, which is right there. I find the script and I say, right here. Copy. And then I go to the text tool. Where's my text tool? My text tool is over here. Drag a nice little box here, and then I just paste it all in there. Now, the nice thing is that, wait a minute. I think. There it is. Okay, yeah. So I go, there we go. So we have, no, I'm not using this font. This would be tough to read. So whenever you do a pull quote like this, you want to make sure that it's a font that people can read easily. And I believe the one that I use for stuff like this is not showing up. I mean, okay, so there's effects. I don't want effects. I want text. I want Please hold. All right. If I do Control A, what are you doing here? Nope. Everything just wants to work against me tonight. I don't want Adobe stock. I don't want a graphic template. Okay, something got closed somewhere. A window got closed somewhere. So hang on a second. Properties, source monitor, timelines. Effects, effect controls. Essential sound. No. Sit tight, everybody. Give me a second. This shouldn't take long. Nope, that wasn't it. Usually Premiere does not work this hard against me. I'm not sure what I did to piss it off tonight, but here it is. Okay. Let's go back and look at Windows and graphics and titles. Add fonts from Adobe. Slow motion graphics. Nope, that's not it. Properties? Okay. Not what I expected, but okay. Let me see if I can put it in here. Okay, yeah. For some reason, okay. You know what? You do you. Let me go in here. Let me find a good font. So I wanted to go into. Usually, Myriad Pro is a good option for me. So, and that's Myriad Pro, semi-bold, condensed. No, semi-pro. There we go. And then I make this 65. There we go. And let's see. That should be enough. But I do want to. There we go. And I might even take off. Well, I don't need that. Okay, hold on. I might even spread out the characters just a bit. There we go. There we go. Dungeons and Dragons serves as an introduction to evil, a catechism of occultism, and a primer for the ABCs of a new age. It's amazing we got out of the 80s alive, to be honest with you. Okay. And then we say, okay, their names were Peter Leithart and George Grant. And for what it's worth, this was their 15 seconds of fame, or 15 minutes of fame. Oh, does it? Oh, really? Oh, that's disappointing. Oh, crap. Okay. Didn't realize that I'd forgotten that that it did that. I thought I would do it one line at a time, but I guess it doesn't. Okay, so. Okay, so now I'm just going to tighten this I'm just going to tighten this box up just a little bit. Okay. I will then move this down to here, and then going back to the text tool. Where did my mouse go? Jeez. Oh, mouse. What are you're killing me here. There it is. All right. And paste. Then I can go back and I can make their names a little smaller. Yeah. Okay. So now their text comes out and it's all blah, 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 blah. Okay. Entitled A Christian Response to Dungeons and Dragons, The Catechism of the New Age, evangelical theologians George Grant and Peter Leithart describe D&D as a dangerous game. Dungeons and Dragons serves as an introduction to evil, a catechism of occultism, I forgot that they called it a dangerous game. So and that was, give me a moment. Oh, that was Jason Nightstalker coming in with a tier 1 sub. How about that? Thank you, man. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Let's see. A dangerous game, and then the quote. You are just in time. We are getting ready to. We're in the backstretch of this history hit, and then, and then we're going to review it, and then I'll see what we come up. What we're going to do next after that. But thanks for that. Thanks for that resub. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And for anybody that's watching, thank you for hanging out with me. We're getting there. We're almost there. D&D as a dangerous game. Dungeons and Dragons serves as an introduction to evil, a catechism of occultism, a primer for the ABCs of a new age. It is a recruiting tool of Satan. Once a scapegoat during the Satanic... And then I can have even more fun and do this. Let's go. Copy. Boom. Boom. And let's see. We're going, right? Yeah. Okay. I go here. I then go here. Boom. This, no. There we go. And then I say here, I can do this. I can say, okay, this Gaussian blur, yeah. Get rid of it. And then it does this. A new age. It is a recruiting tool of Satan. Once a scapegoat during the Satanic Panic, D&D remains more popular than ever. As far as the panic itself, a 1994 article in the New York Times said that 1994 article in the New York Times, as far as the panic, as who knows? Maybe my little ghost show will help people rediscover this movie, and suddenly we'll get a surge in popularity. And you know, hey, why not? It could happen. It could happen. Okay. Sorry that you're worn out, man. Sorry that you're worn out, but I you know, hey, 'tis the season. 'Tis the season, buddy. So hang in there, and thanks for making some time and spending it with us. I appreciate that. I really do. Well, I haven't used this one. I think this will be a fun one to drop in. Goat Demon! Okay. Fit to frame. There you go. And I think I thought I had another goat demon in here somewhere. Oh, I have this. I have this. Yeah, I could probably drop that in there, but first things first. Let me just see what Goat Demon has to offer. I will go to speed duration. I'm going to probably slow this down to 65. It'll give me a little more time. And here we go. Popular than ever. As far as the panic itself, a 1994 article in the New York Times said that, and I'm going to use this thing again. I'm going to use this little trick again. Nope, wrong one. I will paste it here. Again, we copy and we go back to the main. Go back to the main story again. I come here and I say control, yeah. And we will take this down to 60. There we go. And that's true. New York Times report, circa 1992. And I think, well, I don't even think I have to, well, maybe I should blur the background just so it's not too distracting. Yeah, I'm gonna blur the background. So we come in here, I make a little adjustment here. I then go, bada bing, bada boom. No, I don't go bada bing, bada boom. Sorry, I bought a boom before I should have bought a binged. We go here and then I select this. I select effects. Do I select? Yes, I do select effects. And then I go to blur and sharpen. I select Gaussian blur. I go to, oh. Yeah. And under Gaussian blur, I do this and I go, give me a blurriness of 50 pixels. And there you go. And then we all right, so it goes like this. 24 article in the New York Times said that of the more than 12,000 documented accusations, and let's say that again for the kids in the back, 12,000 accusations. 12. This I was unaware of. That is just in the United States. This was a worldwide panic. And so when it was called the Satanic Panic, they're not screwing around. I just find that amazing. Yeah. So I can do this. So I can go on ahead and I can move it. Come on. No, I need a redo. Edit, redo. Okay, great. All right. This is where I feel like I struggle against the software. All right. So I've got that selected now. Just move it back 1 second. There we go. And then just to make sure I got the right one. I know I didn't like what, huh? Oh dear. By yourself? You gave her the meds by yourself and you have all your fingers and toes? Oh, honey. Honey. Oh my God. You are ruthless. All right. Let's see here. Let's see how we're doing, everybody. Okay. Hello. Yes. Accusations nationwide. Investigating police were not able to substantiate any allegations of organized cult abuse. But the question still lingers. And did I say 1990 or 1992? Times. For article in the New York itself. A 1994 article in 94. Okay, 94 article. Okay. Okay, 1994. All right. Of the more than 12,000 documented accusations nationwide, investigating police were not able to substantiate any allegations of organized cult abuse. But the question still lingers. But the question... And actually, I can go on ahead and... I don't know what it is about this mouse. I may have to replace it sooner rather than later. Okay. So we paste that. And then the last... So I used that clip. I did not use this clip. So I can just drop that in there. Boom. Okay. But the question still lingers. Does playing Dungeons and Dragons open a portal to a darker realm? In this Oh, we're so close. Oh, dang. Ah, so close. Okay, so now I got to fudge with the music just to get it to last a bit longer. All right. So at this point of the script, I say, in this experiment, OSI enlists the help of the Dungeons and Disableds team. All right. Now the question is, what is a good clip for me to use? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. I don't think I've imported any footage from that. That's the Dice and Fast Eddie. That's Taika. Yeah, I've only okay. I think I know what I need to import. So we go to Satanic Panic, we go to Dungeons and Dragons, I go to Table. This has been, I realize you're probably watching this going, ugh. But you know what? This is one of the most fun times I've ever had putting together the history hit, because it's just, this has just been fun to research as well. So there we go. I just found a moment. Where Phil is in frame.
Well, we're looking at it. We're like close enough to touch the house too, right?
Yeah, it's so.
I picture this. Okay. And then I can't do that. But I can do this. And I'm going to do it. All right. Oh, wow, that looks good. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, chat. Let me show you. You actually see it. Sorry. Wow, that looks like that's a great shot. I can't wait to see what Steve does with this. In this experiment, OSI enlists the help of the Dungeons and Okay. I hope you all can feel through osmosis the joy that I'm having in putting this segment together. I really do. A darker realm. In this experiment, OSI enlists the help of the Dungeons and Disableds team to find out if there is possibly a hint of truth in the accusations. Now, I have here. Oh, hang on. Okay. Well done, Past T. Well done. Okay, so I'm doing a double click up here. Come on. Don't you dare. Don't you frickin' dare. Oh, whoops. That's the no, I didn't want that. I wanted. Well, no, I could do that. I could do that too. Okay, so 20, 36, 57. Okay.
Would we like to use mine for that? Sure. I'll just say with the roll of the 3, you thought you saw a flash of blue in her eyes, but nah, you didn't see it. And she kind of looks it over back to Q, and she goes, "For lack of a better term, yes."
I did my timeline for this.
That was me. That was me. Sorry. Disabled sounds kind of off, like you said, disabled. Well, it's actually disableds. And I had to take it that slow, otherwise I would slur it horribly. Thank you for pointing it out there, Jason. I do appreciate that. And Zodi, you have a good night. Hang on. I have it written down 2036. This better not lie to me. So 2036 57. 2036. That's 2034
I'll say
57.
with the roll of the 3.
Unless the video is kind of foobarred. But let's see what happens. Let me just do this. Do this. Just snagging a chunk from this. Okay, now we go back to history. Let me just see what happens here. Oh, come on. This is why when I say I you'll see me do Control C and you'll hear me go tap, 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 because man, sometimes I feel like the video does not copy it's not. Why are you not doing that? It should just be a simple copy and paste, unless I'm tapping something that, okay. Copy. Okay, save it. There we go. All right, so let me just see what happened here. See, what had happened was, just so you all know, chat, what's happening is that I have written down where something happened with this device, and I want to see if I can just drop that in. And it's now saying that it didn't get it. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, shit. I got the wrong... the wrong time code. So that was user error, everybody. That was user error. Let me just go to the time code, which is 183011. So 183011. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Spooked me with the volume. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I got a little excited. Well, I shouldn't say I got excited. Quentin got excited. Which is such a method acting thing to say, I know, but bear with me. Okay.
Swallows.
There we go.
Hard. And says, I wish I knew.
Okay. And I'm going to zoom in on that. And now I'm going to just repeat. I'm going to wash, rinse, repeat what happened earlier. So I'm going to select this. Copy it. Yeah, I'm on the PC side, so it should be, yeah. And now I'm going to paste it. Control V. There we go. There. Oh, perfect. 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 Ah! It's coming together, everybody. Okay. That is really a nice shot. To find out. All right. Experiment, OSI enlists the help of the Dungeons and Disableds team to find out if there is... Yeah, I over-pronunciated that, Jason, because if I say Dungeons and Disabled... see what I mean? Dungeons and Disableds? You know, I tongue-tie myself. So I just went Dungeons and Disableds. And sometimes you do that in voiceover work. You have to just kind of over-pronounce it. There is possibly a hint of truth in the accusations. Oh, shit. No, I don't want to do that. I shouldn't be getting slap happy. I feel fine. Maybe I need to go to my pen and take a hit. I don't know. Does paranormal activity increase while you play Dungeons and Dragons? Well, it's not happening at all there, so let's do this then. Let's go here and let's... Does paranormal activity increase while you play Dungeons and Dragons? Okay. And the accusations. Does paranormal activity increase while you play Dungeons and Dragons? Okay. And this last clip, I intentionally chose, and I'm even gonna zoom in on the dice. And with my bit of glee, you're probably like, oh dear, T, what? I think I know what you did, but I don't want to admit it. Come on, don't say you did what I think you did. Yes, I did. Right, that's. That's the one. That's the one. That's the magic. Drop that. Okay. So while you play Dungeons and Dragons, it's time to roll for initiative and find out. And just to make it even more fun, I'm going to go here and go. Let's go here and here. And then we will go. Whoops. Oh, well. I got it. And we will go here and we will go. All right. And then I got to fix the music. So let's zoom out and let's look at the music. So we go here. Substantiate any allegations of organized cult abuse. The trick is making sure we're not able to substantiate. The trick here is to make sure that I am speaking while all this is going on, and apparently I am. So now I do this, and then I go back here. And I drag the ending out to, drag the ending to about here. And then I go on ahead and I just drag this to, I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to drag this to here, drag that to there. And then I will take one of those audio transitions that I was talking about with crossfade. And this is where it gets interesting, because then I'm going to say, make it 5 seconds long. And it should be almost imperceptible how this goes. Okay, so let's see what happens. Let's see how this goes. All right, here we go. Article in the New York Times said that of the more than 12,000 documented accusations nationwide, investigating police were not able to substantiate any allegations of organized cult abuse. But the question still lingers. Does playing Dungeons & Dragons open a portal to a darker realm? In this experiment, OSI enlists the help of the Dungeons & Disableds team to find out if there is, possibly, a hint of truth in the accusations. Does paranormal activity increase while you play Dungeons & Dragons? It's time to roll for initiative and find out. Oh my God, that's great. I'm very happy with this. I am very, very happy with this. And we're almost done. And on this last bit, I do need advice from chat. I do need advice from chat on an image that I think that I need to use. So if I could get everybody's attention to the board, I will tell you all exactly what I will tell you exactly what it is we're going to be focused on. But first things first, I want to center that one. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do, yeah, there we go. Do that. And find out. And then we go, yep, here. I advance this by 5 seconds. I tend to do that. I try to work in increments of 5 seconds. It's just a weird thing, but it's just, that's me. Now, if 5 seconds doesn't work, then, okay, well, what about if I take it back by 1 second? Okay, 4 seconds. 4 seconds is passable. Bring this up to there. So let me just see if this is too long a tag for the end, and then we'll decide what happens next. Let me just do here. Speed duration. Now, if I took the speed duration of this roll and I took it down to 85. Yep. Okay. See, I'd rather not have the hand show up. Might have to play with this, but let's see. And Dragons, it's time to roll for initiative and find out. Okay, I'm going to listen to that one more time, but that sounds really good. That sounds really, really good. Okay. Truth in the accusations. Does paranormal activity increase while you play Dungeons & Dragons? It's time to roll for initiative and find out. The only thing I don't like is the hand. I don't like the fact that the hand shows up, but it still works. It still works. Okay. So the last thing, actually, no, it won't be the last thing. We're going to jump to the beginning. And I'm going to play the opening. Okay. Just play the little opening here. Growing up between 1980 and 1989 was hardly the neon-decorated picnic that retro entertainment makes it out to be. So I can leave it like that. But chat, I have 2 photographs of me, your humble host, from the 1980s. Honest question. Do you think I should use them in the intro? Please to let me know right now. Do you want me to drop in a couple of photographs of me from the 1980s for the intro? I'll wait for a moment or two. You'll probably tell them my mind is already made up, but I'm going to import these in just in case. Let's see. I have double digits in chat, and I have no idea how many people are watching on YouTube. But come on, you've got to be able to tell me whether you think it. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. I'm just going to do it anyway. Fine, I'll do it myself. Okay. Growing. Okay. So we're going to drop in both of these images. Yeah, but sadly, I just realized something. I realized now I need to manually drag these over. There we go. All right. And let's see. We'll put this one at 50%. We'll put this one at, oops, also at 50%. Actually, that one should go over here. Come on. Oh, for Pete's sake. There we go. And then that's fine. That's fine. And then let's see. The Paragon of Fashion should probably be here. Okay. And then up. There we go. All right. Now look at each of them. Okay, so I've got a fade there and a fade there. And then here, as soon as I put the fades in, let's see, we'll start with Disney up here. We will go -5, and just so that I don't go through the weirdness of when I completely blanked, let's go with just 5. There we go. And we will then hit scale, rotation, go here. And then we go to, let me see. We got scale rotation. Let's see how all of this looks. Okay. So Control V and Control V. Okay. Growing up between 1980 and 1989 was hardly the neon decorated picnic that retro entertainment makes it out to be. Sure, you had video game arcades, fashion is defined by popular television shows like Miami Vice and MTV, and hair that was that much closer to God. Okay. We finished this segment. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to so I can fine tune it. I'm going to go back, start at the beginning, but to make sure it doesn't look that janky, I'm hoping what I'll do is I can go on ahead and create what's called a preview. And when you create a preview, that's really what happens. You just go on ahead and you say, yeah, make me go on ahead and create almost like a low draft version of the project. And let me just see if I can find it here, because I thought that was it. You just hit return and it renders the preview. I guess I'm wrong. Markers view, no. Sequence. Render into out. Okay, so let's just see what. Yeah, okay, that shouldn't take long at all. All right, let me go on ahead and just while we're rendering this, I'm going to take a break. Obviously I need to use the little producer's room, or however you want to put it. I need to use the little producer's room. I need to get myself some hydration, because I want to make sure I stay hydrated. And yeah, when we get back from the break, it should be ready to at least preview and have a look at. All right. So everyone, just take a moment. Take a moment. If you haven't stretched, please stretch. If you haven't taken your meds, it's getting late. You should take your meds. So go on ahead and take your meds. And yeah, when we get back, we're gonna take a look at what 2 days, not several, but 2 days worth of work has amounted into, right? Video production. It ain't easy. It ain't easy, chat. But you know what? I didn't even touch this. And you're pausing on me? What's going on here? Really? Come on. Man. What in? Oh no! Did we lose interwebs? No, we didn't lose interwebs. Okay, so we didn't lose interwebs. Thank God for that. But come on. It's buffering. It's buffering. I'm supposed to be getting wicked good Wi-Fi here, and I should not be dealing with buffering in any way, shape, or form. Let me just check my stream. Good gravy. What the hell, stream? Is my stream looking okay? I assume it is. Because right now my PC has just feels like my PC it just wants to go and take a nap. Good Lord. No, everything looks fine. Everything looks fine on. Wait. What is Streamlabs telling me? Streamlabs. skipped frames detected 26% over the last 2 minutes a minute ago. Okay. Kind of freaky. Didn't expect that, but okay. All right. Let me go back to. Let me see if I can get back to a lo-fi Christmas. I mean, I've noticed chat has been very, very quiet, and that's okay. But this is nuts. I should not have to be struggling with this. I really shouldn't be. Not with what we're paying. What we're paying. Hello? Did they just close the window on me? Oh. It's on days like this that I wish I had never gotten into streaming. All right. Man. I'm just watching my computer right now and it feels like it's imploding, and it shouldn't be, because I've got plenty of RAM, I've got plenty of juice. This should be a walk in the park for this computer. But wow, it just feels like it is struggling to keep up. It does. It just feels like it just. You would think I'm trying to break into NORAD or something along those lines, but this is something kind of fierce. I've never seen this before. Not sure what has brought everything to a screeching halt, and it couldn't have been rendering a preview, because rendering a preview shouldn't shut down my entire camera, my entire system. If playback doesn't begin shortly, I can just look over. No, I need to look at my phone, because my phone is independent of my PC. I just want to see what my stream looks like right now. And if I really, I have to update the app. You're killing me here today. All right. I might have to go and get the pen at this rate. I might have to go and get the pen and okay. There's Ash said hi. It says I'm still live, so good on that. Now, how does it look? Oh, that doesn't look good at all, because I'm looking at my stream right now and I'm not moving. I am not moving. I am soft rendering and streaming to 2 platforms. I should still have enough juice to run. That's the thing. Okay, let me go on ahead and let me oh, geez. Okay. Yeah, free disk space. I got 8 gigs of disk space, so that's fine. Okay. Let's see if that loosens it up at all. Let's see if it loosens it up at all. But whew. All right. According to this, I'm still good. According to this. Skip frames detected 100%. Oh my God. Okay, so I guess that must have broken my stream. I didn't realize I had that breaking point. I honestly did not realize that I had that breaking point. So voice is mostly good. I don't think it's your internet that is chugging. No, it probably isn't. Well, now I know. I know now. I have now learned something tonight. I have learned that if I want to do a soft render of video, I should not do it when I'm streaming. Wow. Okay. Alrighty then. The bigger problem though that I'm having is
Another party. They might have started like kind of
there it
saying,
is.
We're gonna have some good music.
Now everything is coming out of the fire hose.
We've got a lot of things running in your ballroom. We've got a FLIR going. We've got at least 2 IR cameras going. We've got cat balls. We've got Eddie out. We're rocking and rolling. And
All right. So, best laid plans of Mice and Men, I suppose. Looks like the stream is behaving now, but apparently I can't do what I wanted to do, which was I just wanted to go on ahead and preview this check your task manager performance graph. Yeah, I'm sure it's a mess. I'm sure it's a freaking mess. Oh man, that's a bit of a disappointment, but okay. I'm gonna take a break now because I need it. I need it. Do yourself a favor, take a break as well. We'll be back in about 10 minutes time. All right? So, yeah. Be right back, everybody. Okay, we are back. Hope everybody had a chance to stretch. Took a break. Gonna have to rain on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I think we got some bad weather coming in too, which is going to be preventing the roof that we need for said bad weather. So hopefully it won't last too long and we'll get the roof going. How you doing there, Hudson? What's going on, Hudson? Hudson. He's getting his tail curl on. Okay. So, the attempt to preview everything, as well as multi-stream, that kind of borked my stream. So for everybody who has stuck around and has come back, thank you very much for being here. We are going to attempt to watch a preview, unfortunately not rendered, but I'm just a little bummed out that it looks so janky when it plays back, because even with me multi-streaming, it should at least play back in real time. I have enough RAM installed in this machine where it should play it back in real time. So let's just get as far as we can through it. Let's see how she plays, okay? So what you're looking at here, what you're about to see is this is the history hit that I put together for the Satanic Panic episode. That's coming up very soon. It's coming up very soon. We're waiting on it is up to Steve to get part 2 ready, and then I'm going to finish up part 1, and then we're going to drop them both at the same time so that people can go either to the game and then to the paranormal investigation, or vice versa, whichever way they want to do it. But this is the history hit for the actual Satanic Panic, and I'd like to see how this goes. So let's have a look. Let's have a look, shall we? And 3, 2, 1. Growing up between 1980 and 1989 was hardly the neon-decorated picnic that retro entertainment makes it out to be. Sure, you had video game arcades, fashion is defined by popular television shows like Miami Vice and MTV, and hair that was that much closer to God. But you also had the fear of nuclear war, the threat of multiple species disappearing from the planet, the failures of those responsible for technology's upkeep. So here's where the jankiness, you could tell where the Rubber Jellyfish. Thank you for that affiliate wish. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here and saying hi as I work around the bell here. But yeah, it's a good affiliate anniversary, and thanks for helping me celebrate it. I appreciate you coming in and saying hey. All right, let's pick this up again. For technology's upkeep and the emergence of a disease no one really understood. Adding to all of this, see, I can also tell I don't know why the computer's working so hard. It should be able to process all of this without a problem. But there it is. Okay. No one really understood. Adding to all of this, there was the Satanic Panic. All right, I'm gonna give. Okay, so far, with the exception of it previewing in a rough way, that actually looks pretty good, I think. I do want to go back and look at one thing though. I think I should bring in the edges there. So let's do that. Let me bring in the edges there on that clip. So we crop left at what? Let's go 15%. Whoa! I said 15, not 100. Jesus, Matty and Joseph. Okay, cropped left and then crop right. Yeah, there we go. And that will actually allow me to maybe even make it, let's go 50. then I'll jump to the other side of that and all right. So that gives me a little bit more wiggle room to play with. Oh, that's good. Yeah. No one really understood. Adding to all of this, there was the Satanic Panic. The roots of the Satanic Panic are vague, some speculations reaching as far back as the 1950s with the rise of McCarthyism and the fear it conjured. A constant thread within this mass hysteria was how all these sudden cases of mental and physical harm reported ritualistic or organized abuse, where victims endured a meticulous ceremony around their torture. Another constant is traced back to a popular 1980 publication, Michelle Remembers, co-written by Canadian psychiatrist Lawrence Pasder and his patient and future wife, Michelle Smith. At the center of this book, the controversial and now discredited practice of recovered memory therapy made incredible claims about ritual abuse involving Smith. These allegations feeding into wild conspiracy theories of a global cabal comprised of wealthy and politically influential individuals carrying out unspeakable acts, many of them involving children. In these allegations, children were lured into these rituals through an indoctrination process. This indoctrination would happen through various pop culture channels of the day, such as heavy metal music like Ozzy Osbourne and Metallica, promiscuity often depicted in film and television, and hypersexualized works of art rooted in science fiction and fantasy. Wrapped up in this hysteria was a game first introduced in 1974 by Gary Gygax and Dave Arneson. That game, celebrating its 50th anniversary in 2024, was Dungeons & Dragons. Dungeons & Dragons, commonly referred to as D&D, is a tabletop role-playing game set in a fantasy realm where magic and science exist alongside elves, dwarves, and other extraordinary creatures. D&D taps into the imagination to encourage quick thinking and strategic problem solving, all while enjoying an adventure in a mystic realm. And over the years, alongside a popular animated series and an amazing cinematic interpretation of how fun this game is, D&D has continued to be the target of conservative religious groups worldwide, claiming the game serves as a gateway to the occult. In their 1987 case study entitled A Christian Response to Dungeons & Dragons, The Catechism of the New Age, evangelical theologians George Grant and Peter Leithart described D&D as a dangerous game. Dungeons & Dragons serves as an introduction to evil, a catechism of occultism, a primer for the ABCs of a new age. It is a recruiting tool of Satan. Once a scapegoat during the Satanic Panic, D&D remains more popular than ever. As far as the panic itself, a 1994 article... Hold on. As far as the panic itself... Okay. So what caught my eye there, if you're curious, was, if you'll notice, as far they actually have a cut right at the beginning of the transition. And to me, that's it's not necessarily a deal breaker of, oh, you shouldn't have that, but it drives me bananas. I prefer that my clips don't do that. That they're in the moment, and then so the transition is, it kind of rips me out of the moment. So I want to see if I can do this. I'm gonna see if I can't fudge it up just a little bit. So let me move this forward by 2 seconds, and I'm going to forward this one by roughly the same amount. So let's see if that makes it a little better. I think it does. 1487 case study entitled A Christian Response to Dungeons & Dragons, the Catechism of the New Age, evangelical theologians George Grant and Peter Leithart described D&D as a dangerous game. Dungeons & Dragons serves as an introduction to evil, a catechism of occultism, a primer for the ABCs of a new age. It is a recruiting tool of Satan. Once a scapegoat during the Satanic Panic, D&D remains more popular than ever. As far as the panic itself, a 1994 article...
Damn it! Now, granted, this is my trained eye, so I'm seeing it happen. But you'll notice everything's good, and then it jumps, literally with maybe 10 frames left. Now, one thing I could try to do, let's just see here. Let's see what that does. It is a recruiting tool of Satan. Once a scapegoat during the Satanic Panic, D&D is a recruiting tool of Satan. Once a scapegoat during the of occultism, a primer for the ABCs of a new age. It is a recruiting tool of Satan. Once a scapegoat... Sorry, I'm just trying to get past this moment. Introduction to evil, a catechism of occultism, a primer for the ABCs of a new age. It is a recruiting tool of Satan. Once a scapegoat during the Satanic Panic... Still bothers me. Okay, so let me just do this. Let me do... all right, so... Recruiting tool of Satan. Once a scapegoat during the Satanic Panic, D&D remains more popular than ever. As far as the panic itself... Now, I could do this. As far as so it happens there. Yes, this is... It's one of those things where, you know, people would say, but T, no one's going to notice that. I'm going to notice it. So I want to make sure. I want to make sure that this is on the up and up. Now let me see what would happen if I did. Can I move? No, I can't move that. So we'll just cut this. Okay. And I'm going to move this ahead. All right, I'm going to move that ahead by a second and a half. And I'm going to move this. I'm not going to move that at all. So what does that look like? New York Times said that of the more than... The New York Times said that of the more than 12,000... The New York Times said that of the more... No, don't do that. The New York Times said that of... Now it's getting a little... Now it's getting a little discombobulated. As far as the panic itself, a 1994 article in the New York Times said that of the more than 12,000 documented accusations nationwide... That's why. Okay, so hang on a minute. And the New York Times said that of... In the New York Times said that of the more than 12,000... Okay, so I've got this fixed. So, Can I...
documented accusations nationwide. More than 12,000 documented. I'm trying to figure out how I can fix this. It was almost there too. Jeez. Okay. All right. So popular than ever. As far as the panic itself, more popular than ever. As far. Oh, wait a minute. I'm thinking too literally. I think. Yeah. Ever. As far as the panic itself, I could do this. All right, let me put that back in. As far as the panic itself, so what happens there? But I could take the fade and just. Because jump cut I don't think is working for me. But if I take it down by 20 frames, let's see how that looks. Remains more popular than ever. As far as the panic itself, a 1994 article in the New York Times said that of the more than 12,000 documented accusations nationwide, investigating police were not able to substantiate any allegations of organized cult abuse. But the question still lingers. Does playing Dungeons & Dragons open a portal to a darker realm? In this experiment, OSI enlists the help of the Dungeons & Disableds team to find out if there is, possibly, a hint of truth in the accusations. Does paranormal activity increase while you play Dungeons & Dragons? It's time to roll for initiative and find out. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I like that quite a bit. And I'm going to save it and stick a fork in that because, yeah, the history segment is now done. Now I have to look at part 1 in the ballroom. I have to look at the parlor in part 2. There is a part 3 that, no, wait a minute. Is this, I'm trying to figure out which part this is. There's a part 2 that takes place in a parlor, and then there's the ballroom. Oh, this is different. Now this is where, this is actually where I'm going to start piecing together the entire episode because I've got to figure out how to work between part 1, part 2, and part 3. Rather, part 2 and part 3, because part 2, some of us were in the parlor. There was another part of us that were in the ballroom. There was some bleed over. And then there's part 4, which was ended in the library. And, okay, that's not necessarily what I thought it was, but okay. And where it's going to get interesting is each of these segments is roughly an hour and a half. Each of these segments, part 1, part 2, part 3. I've got to take these 4 segments and get them all down to roughly an hour and a half. So yeah, I still have some work to do. But that is the long and short of it. So the hard part is done, though. And I'm also going to probably put together a very quick little introduction. I may not. I don't know if I'm going to do the introduction or not. I think I might just jump right in the way we did it with with the Halloween special. I'll see. I'll see what happens. Okay. So, yeah, that is putting together the history segment, and we're starting to see everything come together. Starting to see it all come together. On that note, I think I am going to call it a night because, yeah, this was I was dealing with a little more effort from my computer than I expected. That sometimes happens. So tomorrow I'm going to my Magic Academy, and I've got my 3 decks. I got my counters. I got everything I need. I've got my playmat here. I just have to get in front of an actual person and do the thing. Sounds easier than it is. I mean, to give you an idea, this will be the first time in 30 years that I've sat down and done something like this.
I see you shiver with air anticipation.
Yeah, here we go. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it a night. And just wrap things up here. So let's see. It looks like let's see how long Data Dave's been on. Okay, he's been on for roughly 3 hours. So let's go ahead and let's take the chance that Data Dave is still going to be on. So for everybody that's over on for everybody who is over on YouTube, you all are just going to have the stream end, right? For the folks over here on Twitch, I'm going to be taking you all to Data Dave. He was a terrific guy to get to know, and he took really good care of the Phasmo panel that we did. So yeah, it was good fun. Aw, look at that. I appreciate that. Let's go say hey to Data Dave, shall we? And as you all know, if you have a tier 1 sub, all you need to do is copy paste this message into Data Dave's chat. But if you don't, that's okay. You do not have to have a tier 1 sub. If you want to, that's great. But if not, go ahead and make your own, take your own emotes, use them however you like. Just make sure to say it's a tea party and cheers from the Monster Mash. I'm going to go ahead and unwind for the day and then get ready for tomorrow. All right. You all have a great night. Take care. And I appreciate you being here. I will see you all Sunday. We're probably going to play a little more Magic, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what I learned at the Academy. Until then, you all have a great weekend, because it is going to be a great weekend. And please let people know about the charity stream. All right? Thanks, everybody. Peace.
They can't to the point where it's just like, hey, as long as we make a case, you can still keep operating. Yo, the Tea Monster, what'd you do this evening?